Hello, Internet. It's time to read the Bible. We're reading March 19th. That begins with Numbers chapter 28, verse 15 to chapter 29, verse 40. One of my friends requested a voice, so let's see if we can do it. Also, on the first day of each month, you shall offer one male goat for a sin offering to the Lord. This is in addition to the regular daily burnt offering and its drink offering. On April 1st, you shall celebrate the Passover, when the death angel passes over the oldest sons of Israelites in Egypt, leaving them unharmed. On the following day, a great joyous 7-day festival will begin, but no leavened bread shall be served. I'm not sure I'm hitting it right. Let me try to get in the right pitch. Mario! Okay, I think I'm here. On the first day of the festival, all of the people shall be called together for the Lord. No hard work shall be done on the day. You shall offer as burnt sacrifices to the Lord 2 young bulls, 1 ram, 7 yearling male lambs, all without defect. With each bull there shall be a grain offering of 9 quarts of fine flour mixed with oil. With the ram there shall be 6 quarts, and with each of the 7 lambs there shall be 3 quarts of fine flour. I feel like we've covered this already. Mario, are you sure I have to read this again? Yes. Yes, you have to read it again. Okay, Mario. You must also offer a male goat as a sin offering to make atonement for yourselves. These offerings shall be in addition to the usual daily sacrifices. The same sacrifice shall be offered on each of the 7 days of the feast, and they will be pleasant to the Lord. On the 7th day there shall again be a holy solemn assembly of all of the people, and during the day you may do no hard work. I mean, a day off is good. I think it's good to, maybe do some tennis or maybe some go karting, relax a little bit. On the first day of the harvest festival, all the people must come before the Lord for a special solemn assembly to celebrate the new harvest. On that day, you are to present the first of the new crop of grain as a grain offering to the Lord. There is to be no regular work by anyone on that day. A special burnt offering, very pleasant to the Lord, shall be offered that day. Each shall consist of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 yearling male lambs. That's a lot of meat for the winter bulls. These shall be accompanied by your grain offering of 9 quarts of fine flour mixed with oil with each bull, 6 quarts with the ram, 3 quarts with each of the 7 lambs. Also, offer 1 male goat to each atonement for yourselves. These special offerings are in addition to the regular daily burnt offerings and grain offerings and drink offerings. Make sure that the animals you sacrifice are without defect. We don't want dirty animals. It's not good for the ragu. And let's see, the Festival of the Trumpets shall be celebrated on the 15th day of September each year. There shall be a solemn assembly of all the people on that day, and no hard work may be done. On that day you shall offer a burnt offering consisting of 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 yearling male lambs, all without defect. These are the sacrifices which the Lord will appreciate and enjoy. A grain offering of 9 quarts of fine flour mingled with oil shall be offered with the bull, 6 quarts with the ram, and 3 quarts with each of the 7 lambs. In addition, there shall be a male goat sacrificed as a sin offering to make atonement for you. These special sacrifices, are in addition to the regular monthly burnt offering for that day, and also in addition to the regular daily burnt sacrifices, which are to be offered with the respective grain offerings and drink offerings as specified by the ordinances governing them. 10 days later, another convocation of all people shall be held. This will be a day of solemn humility before the Lord, and no work of any kind may be done. On no, on that day, you shall offer burnt sacrifice to the Lord. He likes the burnt offerings. He tells them to do it a lot. Guess how much is one young bull, one ram, and seven yearling male lambs, each without defect, and their accompanying grain offerings. 9 quarts of fine flour mixed with oil to be offered, with the bull, six with the ram, and three with the seven lambs. You are also to sacrifice one male goat for the sin offering. This is in addition to the sin offering of the Day of Atonement offered annually on the day, and in addition to the regular daily burnt offerings, and grain offerings, and drink offerings. 5 days later, there shall be yet another assembly of all the people, and on that day no hard work shall be done. It is the beginning of a 7 day festival before the Lord. Oh, I love the party. It's very good. Get some cake and some mushrooms and some spaghetti. It's a good time. Anyway, I'm trying to make it interesting. I promise. It's difficult. So your special burnt sacrifice that day, which will give much pleasure to the Lord, shall be 13 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male yearling lambs, each without defect, accompanied by the usual grain offerings, 9 quarts of fine flour mingled with oil for each of the 13 young bulls, 6 quarts for each of the 2 rams, and 3 quarts for each of the 19 lambs. There must also be a male goat sacrificed for a sin offering, in addition to the regular daily burnt sacrifice, with its accompanying grain offerings and drink offerings. It's a lot of it's a lot of burning things. Is what they do. And I assume they do some fun things besides just burn. I mean, burning's fun. Don't get me wrong. Burning is very fun. I remember I used to go to my grandfather's and we'd burn like trees and things. But barbecues are nice. But maybe do a little more. Just a thought. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's late. And I'm tired. But I make a commitment and I'm not gonna do it. Is what my brother Mario would do. Mario, are you sure I have to do this? Yes, Luigi, you have to do it. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yes. On the second day of the 7 day festival, you shall sacrifice 12 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male yearling lambs, each without defect, accompanied by the usual grain offerings and drink offerings. Also, in addition to the regular daily burnt sacrifice, you are to sacrifice a male goat with its accompanying a grain offering and a drink offering for a sin offering. On the third day of the festival, offer 11 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male yearling lambs, each without defect, and the usual grain offering and drink offering with each a sacrifice. And in addition to the regular daily burnt sacrifices, sacrifice male goat with sin offering, which is accompanied by a grain offering and a drink offering. On the fourth day, this is so repetitive. I feel like I've read a number of goats and a bulls and a. It's fine. Yeah, We're getting we're getting through it together. You and me and Mario. Okay, where was I? On the fifth day, that's where we were, of the festival, sacrifice 9 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male yearling lambs, each without a defect, accompanied by the usual grain offerings and the drink offerings. Also, sacrifice the male goat with the usual grain and drink offerings as a special sin offering, in addition to the usual daily sacrifices. On the sixth day of the festival, you must sacrifice 8 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male yearling lambs, each without a defect, along with the usual grain and drink offerings. In addition to the usual daily sacrifices, sacrifice a male goat as usual grain and drink offerings as a sin offering. You get the picture. Right? It's the same thing over and over. Just the numbers are a little different, which are important. We know what happens when you don't do the right thing with this. Yes, smoother and sent already. You gotta do it right. I'm glad we don't have to do this anymore, though. I'm very glad. Just reading the instructions would take so long. Anyway, let's continue. So, on the seventh day of the festival, sacrifice 7 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 male yearling lambs, each without a defect, each with its customary grain and drink offerings. Also, sacrifice an extra sin offering of 1 male goat with the usual grain and drink offerings, in addition to the regular daily sacrifices. On the eighth day, how many days are in this festival? I forgot already. On the eighth day, summon the people to offer a solemn assembly, who must do no hard work for that day. Sacrifice a burnt offering, they are very pleasant to the Lord, of 1 young bull, 1 ram, 7 male yearling lambs, each without a defect, of course, and the customary grain and drink offering. Sacrifice also 1 male goat with the usual grain and drink offerings for a sin offering, in addition to the regular daily sacrifices. These offerings are compulsory at the times of your annual feasts, and are in addition to the sacrifices and offerings you present in connection with vows or as a free will offerings. Burnt sacrifices, grain offerings, drink offerings, or peace offerings. So Moses gave all of these instructions to the people of Israel. Thank the Lord that is over. We have more numbers tomorrow, or I guess for me in a couple of hours, because I'm trying to do 2 tonight. We may take a break though, do something in between. Anyway, we move on to Luke. Oh, oh no. This is almost as bad. This is the genealogy of Jesus. So here we go. Luke at chapter 3, verses 23 to 38. Jesus was about 30 years old when he began his public ministry. Jesus was known as the son of Joseph. Joseph's father was Heli. Heli's father was Mathat. Mathat's father was a Levi. A Levi's father was Melchi. Melchi? Melchi. Melchi. I don't know how to say that in Hebrew. We're going to say Melchi. That feels more appropriate. Anyway, Melchi's father was a Janai. Janai's father was a Joseph. Joseph's father was Matthias. Matthias's father was Amos. Amos's father was Nahum. Nahum's father was Elsie. Elsie's father was Nagai. Nagai's father was Math, with 2 A's. Math's father was Matthias. Matthias's father was Semein. That is spelled Semein. So don't get any dirty ideas. Semein's father was Josek. Josek's father was Jonah. Jonah's father was Jonan. Jonan's father was Resa. Resa's father was Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel's father was Shealtiel. Shealtiel's father was Neri. Neri's father was Melchi. Again, Melchi's father was Adi. Adi's father was Kosam. Kosam's father was El-Madam. El-Madam's father was Er. Er's father was Joseph. Joseph's father was Eleazar. Eleazar's father was Jorim. Jorim's father was Mathat. Mathat's father was Levi. Levi's father was Simeon. Simeon's father was Judah. Judah's father was Joseph. Joseph's father was Jonah. Jonah's father was Eliakim. Eliakim. I think that's better. Eliakim's father was Meliah. Meliah's father was Menah. Menah's father was Matthatha. Matthatha's father was Nathan, or Nathan. That's probably Nathan. We still use that name today. Nathan's father was David. David's father was Jesse. Oh, it's a David and a Jesse. We've gone back so many a generation now. At least I recognize that name. So we should know several of these going back now. So Jesse's father was Obed. Obed's father was Boaz. Boaz's father was Salmon. Salmon's father was Nashon, and Nashon's father was Aminadab. Aminadab's father was Admin. Admin's father was Arni. Arni's father was Hezron. Hezron's father was Perez. Perez's father was Judah. Judah's father was Jacob. Jacob's father was Isaac. Isaac's father was Abraham. Abraham's father was Terah. Terah's father was Nahor. Nahor's father was Serug. Serug's father was Reu. Reu's father was Peleg. Peleg's father was Eber. Eber's father was Shelah. Shelah's father was Cainan. Cainan's father was Afrasad. Afrasad's father was Shem. Shem's father was Noah. Noah's father was Lamech. Lamech's father was Methuselah. Methuselah's father was Enoch. Enoch's father was Jared. Jared's father was Mahalalel. Mahalalel's father was Canaan. Canaan's father was Enos. Enos's father was Seth. Seth's father was Adam. Adam's father was God. That is the genealogy from God to Jesus. It's long and it was tedious, but it was kind of neat seeing the names I knew. How many generations from David to Jesus? I'm not counting. You can count. I'm not fine. I don't count the coins. I just put them in a pocket. Anyway, let's move on to Psalms chapter 62, verses 1 through 12. I stand silently before the Lord, waiting for him to rescue me, like my brother Mario. For salvation comes from him alone. Not even Mario can save my soul, only the God of all creation. Yes, he alone is my rock, my rescuer, defense and fortress. Why then should I be tense with fear when trouble comes? But what is this? They pick on me at a time when my throne is tottering. They plot my death and use lies and deceit to try and force me from the throne. They are so friendly to my face while cursing in their hearts. But I stand silently before the Lord, waiting for him to rescue me. For salvation comes from him alone. Yes, he alone is my rock, my rescuer, my fortress. Why then should I be tense with fear when trouble comes? My protection and success come from God alone. He is my refuge, a rock where no enemy can reach me. All my people trust him all the time. Pour out your longings before him, for he can help. The greatest of men and all the lowest of both alike are nothing in his sight. They weigh less than air on the scales. But don't become rich by extortion and robbery. If your riches increase, don't be proud. God has said it many times that power belongs to him. And also, O Lord, steadfast love belongs to you. He rewards each one of us according to what our work deserves. And finally, for today, we will read Proverbs chapter 11, verses 8 to 10 through 19. The evil men reach for the moment. I skipped the word. Let me read it again. These are short. The evil man gets rich for the moment, but the good man reward lasts forever. The good man finds a life. The evil man a death. Oh no! Said no one ever when an evil man dies. So I thank you for listening to me in my attempt at Luigi while reading what may have been the most tedious passage, like days worth of reading, I have ever done in this book so far. Because it was very tedious Old Testament section and a very tedious New Testament section. Usually they balance each other out, but this time I didn't. So it was difficult to get through. But we did it together. You and me and Mario and God got through it. It's called a discipline. And we do it together. It makes it better. Well, I know you're just a camera on the other, it's weird. I know someone somewhere someday is going to watch this, and that gives me inspiration to help me keep going. Because it's not just me, it's you. I wanted the Lord to touch you, maybe not through this particular passage, but maybe just, us together on the journey. Is we go through the pipes and the warp gates and the stars and all of the things, and we become a Super Mario Brothers together. I know I'm being silly, but I have to. It's how I get through a life. So anyway, I thank you for listening to me drown on like this. And I hope you have a good day. And as always, I pray that the Lord blesses you very, very